A Simple Pastor's Devotional, April 28th, 2020. I'm reading today in the Gospel of John, chapter 15, verse 9. As the Father has loved me, so I have loved you. Abide in my love. If you keep my commandments, you will abide in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. These things I have spoken to you, that my joy may be in you, and that your joy may be full. You know, I wanted to pull out just a kernel of truth here, that joy is really centered and exists in Christ. Rather, it says here that if we abide, that word abide comes from, actually, the verb comes from a noun that's the idea of living in a house, or the house. You abide, house, abiding in the house. So living in the house, remaining in the house. But here it's living in Christ, remaining in Christ, abiding in Christ. And if we literally abide in the presence of Christ as a believer, then we will experience his presence, and in his presence is the joy that comes from knowing him. See, our joy isn't conditioned on our circumstance. No, our joy is conditioned on the person of Jesus Christ, on the character of Christ. And therefore, if we abide in him, if we live in him, we will experience his joy in our life, which is deeper, much deeper than temporary circumstance. True joy comes from living in relationship with an eternal God. In Christ, we can be free from the plague of the temporary. We can be free from the plague of the temporary, knowing the joy of the eternal state that we hope for. See, because Christ promised to come again. He promises to resurrect the believer. He promises to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. So no matter the dire situation we might be in this temporary condition, it will give way to the blessed eternal hope that we have in Jesus Christ. So today, be encouraged. Remember, your hope is eternal, and abide today in Jesus, and you will experience his joy. That's it for today. Till we meet again in the Lord. Clint Hiley, pastor and village missionary, out.